So, hi everybody.
This meeting is being recorded.
I hope everyone is well. So, everyone knows me. I'm Barbara. And during the COVID time, I had just come out of maternity and I was thinking about how to build multiple streams of income for myself because I noticed the one stream of income wasn't good enough. So, I was praying and asking God, how to, build multiple streams of income. And I got in touch. Well, Pastor Victor got in touch with me and he was sharing this amazing platform that he joined and how you can build multiple streams of income. And they've got so much support. Initially, I wasn't too keen because I know there are so many of these options out there. But I prayed about it. I had peace in my spirit, and then I decided to join. And that's how I joined. I wanted to build multiple streams of income for myself. I wanted to build a legacy for myself and my family. And when I joined and I tuned in, the support was amazing. There's so much information on there to help you to grow, to understand how this platform works. So that's how I joined, and that's the reason why I'm on this platform.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much, Barbara. And I really commend you because there's a lot of times where we sit there and we pray and we wish for things, we wish for opportunities, we wish for change, right? And sometimes we don't know what that's going to look like, right? We get something and we're like, oh, I don't think that's how it was meant to happen. Is that what I asked for, or is that something else, right? And Barbara, you were a little bit doubtful, but you trusted it because you knew that you were looking for something, and it wasn't a coincidence that Pastor Victor contacted you and said, you know what, I have something that essentially you were praying for. And although he didn't know that, you knew deep down that you were looking for something. And you mentioned that you really wanted multiple streams of income. And I really resonate with that because I worked in HR, guys, for many, many years in the catering industry. And as much as I loved it, and I really, really did, I was working crazy hours, right? 14, 16 hours a day. And it got to a point where I was spending so much time at work that I didn't have much time for my friends and family, right? And one of the reasons that I came into Wealth Your World and I started this opportunity was to gain more time. And let me know in the chat box if time is an issue for you, because yes, we have 24 hours in a day, we all have the same time, but yet we find ourselves struggling and saying, oh, if only I had time for that, or I don't have time for that, or you're filling your diary packed because we're spending so much time at work. So I said, okay, how am I gonna get my time back? And initially, the only way that I knew that I could do that, guys, was to go part-time at work. Part-time at work wasn't an option. The reason why it wasn't an option, guys, is part-time means part money, right? And I was living paycheck to paycheck. As it was, I was waiting till the end of the month, 3 days, 4 days before the end of the month. And I was like, okay, where is payday? Like, I need to pay my bills, right? So I couldn't go part-time. That was not an option. And that's when it clocked. And I realized, Jade, you need cash flow as well. You need that cash freedom. Let me know if you could do with some more money, right? Because money makes the world go round. Money makes us less stressed. We're able to make better decisions or quicker decisions when money isn't necessarily a factor. So I thought, okay, Jade, so you're literally sitting here saying you want more time and you want more money. Like, I think you're pushing it. Like, is that really a thing? And then I started to look around me, and I started to look a little bit further from my immediate circle. And I started to see that there were people out there that had what I desired. They had the freedom that I looked for. And I wanted to wonder, what is it that they are doing that I haven't done? I went to uni, I got the degree, I did all of that. So what bit am I missing? So I started to educate myself, guys. I started to educate myself and read books like Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. If you've ever read that book, drop a 1 in the chat box. Think and Grow Rich. Like, these books really changed the way I looked at money and how I was able to obtain more, right? And in Rich Dad, Poor Dad, there's one page that really stood out to me, which was the cash flow quadrant, right? Yes, Marcia, amazing book, right? The cash flow quadrant, and what that essentially did is it showed how the population was divided in terms of wealth, right? So on the left-hand side of that cash flow quadrant, we have our employees and our self-employed, right? So if any of you fall into that category, drop a 2 in the chat box, because what we do is we are exchanging our time for money. If you don't work, you don't get paid. It's that simple, right? You might get some holiday pay, you might get some sick pay, but that is probably as far as it goes, right? And that is actually 95% of the world's population on that left-hand side of the quadrant. But unfortunately, they only equate to 5% of the wealth. So when I thought of this, I said, that is a crazy imbalance, right? That is the majority of the world with the lack of the money. And you hear people say it all the time, the rich get richer, the poor get poorer. And I never really understood what that meant. But when I looked at the cash flow quadrant, I was like, okay, that makes a bit more sense. So my first question when I read that book was, how do I get onto the other side of money? Where is the 95% of the wealth? Because honestly, that's where I want to be. So we moved over to the right-hand side, and this is where we have our business owners and our investors. And our business owners, right, are people who have created a system, right? They have created a system in order to gain income. And a perfect example of this, right, is your local supermarket CEO, right? Sainsbury's, Tesco's, wherever it may be, you do not see them stacking the shelves. You do not see them on the till scanning your products. You do not see them cleaning up the aisles, right? But I can guarantee you that they are still receiving a lot of money on a weekly basis, right? Or a monthly basis, or whatever it may be. And that is what it means to be a business owner. If you created a system once and now you do not have to work on it. And then we have your investors, guys, and your investors are people who make their money work for them. And a perfect example of this, right, is if you say, for example, you woke up in the morning and instead of going to work, you throw your purse out the window, right? You throw your purse out the window and it has 20 pounds in it. A few hours later, your purse comes back and now it has 200 pounds in it, right? That is an analogy of what happens in the investor market. People put their money into the market in order to get a return on it. And it's amazing because that's what Barbara understood. Barbara understood that she needed to make her money make money, right? We've got it, but how do we multiply it? How do we get additional streams of income? Because I don't know about you guys, but I had multiple streams of outgoings, right? I had my rent, my phone bill, my insurance, my tax, the list went on and on and on, but yet one paycheck to cover all of it. It was no wonder why I was struggling, right? No wonder why I was living paycheck to paycheck. So what we have done here at Wealth Your World is we are a community who has partnered up with the #1 financial education platform in the world, who teaches the everyday person how to become a business owner and an investor, right? And IM Mastery Academy has been recognized in Forbes multiple times for the work that they have done, right? Absolutely amazing. And they have also been recognized in businessforhome.com, right? So if you're looking for anywhere that does businesses, that you can do from your home, this is a great website to see how credible they are, right? So we are on here, guys, and we can see here that we have the top earners in the industry here: Ivan, Monica Tapia, Jason Brown, Bryce Thompson, who is under the age of 25, guys, who is absolutely killing it in this space. But what Barbara has been able to do, right, what she's been able to do, she has been able to get into this space and learn education that enables her to become a business owner and investor. So Barbara, talk to us and tell us, what is the first academy that you looked at in order to start your journey here with us in Wealth Your World?
Right, so when I initially joined Wealth Your World, there's so many packages and I didn't know where to start from. So I decided to start with HFX, which is high frequency exchange, which is the binary option. So this platform gives you so much education, so much information on how to trade foreign currencies. And that's how I started. They are educators. The educators give you information. The information there gives you a lot of knowledge and understanding. And then we've got a demo account. So I started listening to, the educators. I've tried to understand how to pair currencies, how to go into the market. I started trading with a demo account. I joined with Pastor Victor and Shola, who's also on the Wealth Your Wealth platform, and we're trading every morning. And as a mom, I just want to maximize my time. This is a package that you can use. The market is open 24 hours a day, 5 days in a week. You can go in anytime, place your trades, and then make some money. So it was very convenient. It was very easy for me to use, and the knowledge was amazing.
I love that. Absolutely amazing. So many key things there. As being a mother, you were able to get in the morning. Let me tell you guys that they used to get up before I was wide awake, do the trading, go about their day, and then I would be waking up, right? Honestly, I'm not a morning person. I definitely admit that. Something I'm working on, right? But I really commend you, Barbara, for using the initiative to get together with other people in Wealth Your World in order to trade, right? And in order to see those results. So guys, if you haven't clocked already, this is definitely an interactive call. And what we're gonna do is we are about to have some fun now, right? So if there's anyone on this call for the first time, drop a number 2 in the chat box, right? If you are not already in the family, drop a number 2 into the chat box, right? And we are going to show you today just what Barbara does on a daily basis, right? Monday to Friday. So drop a 2 in the chat box and we are about to have some fun. Do not be shy. We are a family here and I want to show you just how simple it is to make this work. So hey, Adele, let me unmute you. And we are going to get you to place your first trade, right? Super, super excited about that. Let me know if you can see the button to unmute.
Hi.
Hey, how are you doing?
Fine, thank you.
Good, amazing, amazing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain what we have on this screen here, and then I am going to get you to decide whether we should place a trade, right? So when we are trading binary options, we are exchanging currencies. So at the top here, you can see we've got the euro against the US dollar, right? And then here on the chart, we have these red and green sticks. These are called candles, right? And what the candles do is they show the price. So if we have a red candle, that means the price is going down. And if we have a green candle, that means that the price is going up, right? So what I would love for you to do is if you think the next candle is going to go down, I will press the red button. If you think the next candle is going to go up, I will press the green button, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, amazing. So take a look and let me know, what do you think? Do you think that the market is going to go up or do you think that the market is going to go down?
Is this based on just guess?
Yes, just guess.
Okay. Well, there's a lot going up, so I'd say up.
Up, all right, amazing, right? So Adele said up, guys. So you can see that we have this green line. So we need the candle to be above this green line to be in profit. So in true Wealth Your World fashion, what we do is we drop some 777s into the chat to celebrate Adele, guys. She has placed her first trade and we are indeed in profit, right? So we put on a $1,000 trade. And if this trade stays above this green line, then we will get $1,600, right? And we have 45 seconds to go. So we are skating across the top of that line at the moment, right? We just need it to push up and stay above that line in order to be in profit, right? So Adele, how are you feeling? How are you feeling at the moment?
Oh, I'm not thinking it's going my way, but
We're so close. Listen, we are so close. We have 20 seconds. So much can happen in 20 seconds, right? We just need it to push up, right? We need it to push up. I can see everyone cheering you on in the chat box. We have 10 seconds. It is below the line and it is going quite far down. But do not worry. This is, of course, a demo account. So we do not owe anyone money, but we just want to see that was a lesson. That was a lesson, but do not worry. We are going to place one more trade. Look, of course it goes up now, right? So we are going to place one more trade. Adele, do you think it's going to go up or do you think it's going to go down?
I'm always aiming for up.
Up. All right, amazing. I love that. Do not change your mind. I love it, right? So we are going up, guys. This was a quicker trade, so we have 30 seconds to go, and we just need it to push above this line. We are currently in profit. We just need it to stay above there. I can see you guys dropping up into the chat box. Adele, I just want to say you're doing an amazing job, and no hesitation whatsoever, which is great. But what I want to do after this trade is show you what we use in order to actually place the trade, right? We do not guess. This is just a little bit of fun to show you how you press the two buttons, but we do not guess at all. That was a lesson. Oh my gosh, we were so close, so close, but not close enough. But thank you so much, Adele. Drop some A's into the chat box for Adele. Absolutely amazing, guys, for taking part. But Barbara, I would love for you to show us how this works, right? We have a tool called the algorithm. So Barbara, talk to us, because I know you use this every day, right? I know you use this every day. So talk to us about how you use this algorithm to get your best results.
So the Hourglass is an extra resource that gives you trade ideas as to when you should take trades and when you should go into the market. So normally what I do is read the news, look at my currency strength meter, and then pair currencies. So what this resource would do is, let's say if I'm looking at AUD GBP, if that's the currency pair, I look at it and then I do take trades, and it gives you trade ideas every 5 minutes. And then that is the kind of tool that I use to say, I want to go into the market, or tell you not to go into the market. So I'm not really going into the market blindly. I use the algorithm Hourglass to guide me to take trades.
Amazing, amazing. And this is what I love about it, is you guys can see here, right, that we had the red arrow, right? So we have the red arrow. So of course, we are going to be pressing the red button, right? And we can see here that the market is indeed starting to come down. And as Barbara said, every 5 minutes we get a new trade idea. So we do not need to rush to get into any trade. We wait for the confirmations that the educators tell us in order to get into these trades. And I absolutely love the Hourglass, because it made it really, really simple when I first started to understand how to make money in the markets, right? So that is the HFX Academy, where you are trading binary options, time-based, as little as 1 minute, guys, as little as 1 minute. Absolutely love that, right? Absolutely love that. So guys, that is your HFX. Drop HFX into the chat box, drop HFX into the chat box, because it is amazing, right? Absolutely amazing. So guys, I want to move on to the next academy. And the next academy, guys, is something that Barbara's been dabbling in a little bit, but it is most definitely my favorite academy, just a little bit biased, right? Just a little bit biased. But this is the DCX Academy, right? This is the DCX Academy. So guys, if I say the word cryptocurrency, what comes into mind, right? If I say the word cryptocurrency, what comes into mind for you? Let me know in the chat box. Right? What comes into mind? All right, you guys are saying Bitcoin. You guys are saying Bitcoin. Okay, all right. I can see you guys are a little bit clued up. I love that, right? So yes, Bitcoin. Why do we all talk about Bitcoin? Because it is actually, right, the first cryptocurrency that came out, right? It came out 13 years ago. And when it started, it was cents, literally, right? 10 years ago or so, it was like 26 cents. Absolutely crazy. But you can see here today that it's actually $36,000. So I have a question for you guys, and this is what someone asked me one time. If someone 10 years ago said, Jade, you should really invest in this Bitcoin, I'm going to give you the information that you need and the education, but get into this Bitcoin and trust me, you are going to be very wealthy in 10 years. Drop a 1 in the chat box if you would have put money in, right? Drop a 1 in the chat box if you would have been like, yeah, knowing the information that I've got now, 100%, yeah, I would have thrown all my money in there, right? I would be a multi-millionaire, 100% fact, right? I can see you guys dropping the 1s in there. You guys are all with me. Amazing, right? Absolutely amazing, because that is just the beginning. Cryptocurrency is all about positioning yourself in the market, right? Positioning yourself. So guys, Bitcoin is at 36,000. Absolutely great, but it has so much further to go. And how do I know that? Because last year, Bitcoin actually hit an all-time high of over 60,000. So we know that it's already had the potential to hit over 60,000. Through the education that we get, and I will introduce you to some of our educators, it is predicted to hit at least over $100,000. So we want to be able to position ourselves in the market to invest on a long-term basis. And Barbara, I would just like to ask you, how have you been able to get into the crypto market using your long-term investment?
I downloaded the crypto wallet and I invested as little as 10, 20 pounds. It's free, it's easy to download, and I've just been investing in small amounts just for the long haul.
Yeah, exactly. Like, this is the thing. You may sit here and you may see 36,000 and think, okay, count me out. I do not have 36,000 to buy a whole Bitcoin. But you do not need to buy a whole Bitcoin. You can buy fractions of it. So when I first started, just like Barbara, I said, all right, maybe I'll just put a little £10 in. Maybe I'll just put £15 in and see what happens. And then when I started to get my education up, I started to notice, okay, I can put more in. But Bitcoin isn't the only cryptocurrency, guys. You can see here that there are over 12,000 coins, guys. Over 12,000 coins. And trust me when I say you do not want to invest in all of them. Most definitely not, right? But there are some that you do want to get into and some that I have learned. For example, XRP, right? When I first got into XRP, it was 14 cents. It has hit an all-time high of $1. I cashed out some of my profits, which was very nice. I've watched it go back down and now I can reinvest to get in some more, right? So at the moment, the market is on sale and that's why you can see these reds. And normally you would look at reds and think, oh my gosh, like red doesn't mean good. But in this case, it does, because it means that we are able to buy in lower. And when you are trading, we buy when the market is low and we sell when the market is high. However, due to lack of education, there's a lot of people who buy when the market is high because that's when we get the hype. That's when the news starts talking about it. That's when you see it all over your adverts. And unfortunately, that is a little bit too late, right? So here we have educators, and I want to introduce you to our Go Live platform. This is essentially our traders Netflix. I absolutely love it because what you're able to do is watch people who have the results that you desire trade on a daily basis. Not only do they trade, guys, but they explain in depth why you're getting into the market, who is getting into the market, and what you should be buying, right? So this gentleman here, Curtis Cobain, definitely my favorite. If you're in the UK, guys, he is actually coming to tour and visit us on the 15th of February. I'm super, super excited about that, right? And this gentleman goes through step by step how to get into the market. So you can see here, his first priority video is about crypto security. How can you keep yourself safe in this market, right? It's something that's super, super important in order to protect your funds. You also have the next video. If you're new, please start here. Self-explanatory, guys, right? And you work your way through these videos along with the tools that we have here in order to understand what is happening in the market and how you can see the best results. So guys, I have a question for you. If you have ever heard of an NFT, drop NFT into the chat box, right? I know a lot of people are talking about it. If you've ever heard of the metaverse, drop an M into the chat box. Facebook actually recently changed their name to Meta, and that wasn't a coincidence, guys, right? Mark Zuckerberg is definitely about his money, and he knows that the world is going digital every day. People are now buying real estate in the metaverse. It's absolutely amazing. But guys, NFTs, we can see a video here, NFT 101. This video was recorded on the 27th of February 2021, nearly a year ago. So we have the information, and let's just look, right? Because I like to see who is getting in. And the reason why I'm searching celebrities who own NFTs is because celebrities have income and they know how to make money from money, right? So we can see here, right, that we have Jay-Z, Eminem, Snoop Dogg, Paris Hilton, Elon Musk, who is a very, very, very wealthy man, may I add, right? Steph Curry, all of these people getting into these spaces. But have you ever seen one of these apes, right? These apes are selling for hundreds of thousands of dollars right now. And who would have thought it? It's literally a picture of a monkey. But because of technology, right, because of the way that this world is working, if someone deems it as valuable and the people who have money deem it as valuable, then essentially the price goes up. So what we are now able to do is we are now be able to position ourselves into projects like the Bored Ape Yacht Club, but in these times, right? Not last year or 2 years ago, right? So it's absolutely amazing to get into this space. And this is how you are able to diversify your income, but you're still in the digital world. Absolutely amazing. And these educators really do break it down to you. They are on very often, and all the sessions are recorded if you aren't able to watch it on live. But there is also another way that we can make money on a daily basis, right? On a daily basis. And this is called leverage trading. And what we're able to do is we are able to download a free app on our phone called MetaTrader 4, right? MetaTrader 4, and you are able to place trades on here. But in order to know when to get into the market, when to get out of the market, right? We have an algorithm called the Swipe Coin Scalper. I love this tool. I spent a lot of time on this tool when I was at work, just hiding behind my screen because I was able to see the results. So we have three steps in order to use this. So a little bit like the hourglass, guys, you have the red arrow, which would tell you to sell, or you have the blue arrow, which tells you to buy, right? The next step is to make sure that the candles, remember that I mentioned earlier, are below this yellow line if we want to sell, and are above this yellow line if we want to buy, right? And then the final step, guys, is essentially to take the trade. So I'm a girl about my money. I like to see how much money I can get, right? How much money can I get? So on this trade, guys, where this red arrow was called, I'm not going to get into it until it is underneath this yellow line, right? So now it's underneath this yellow line. I'm going to take it down to this point here. And we can see here that we can trade from as little as 10p, guys. So this 10p trade could potentially be £20, right? Just from this trade here. And I don't know about you guys, but personally, if I left 20p or 10p on the side, it would not turn into £20, right? I've tried it, it doesn't work. It most definitely doesn't work. But if you have more money to put in, guys, and you have a little bit more capital and you up that that 10p to £1, then now you are looking at £207, right? And this is a trade that lasted a few hours, right? Maybe about 24 hours, which isn't too bad. You just leave it on, you set it, you forget it, you do not worry about it at all, right? And this swipe coin scalper is actually amazing because this is what enabled me to make my daily wage. This is what enabled me to now not have to work my 9 to 5 by coming on here. And we also have information from the educators that write on here, essentially, if the candles break above this line, then we can get in for a buy, right? So I'll be looking out for that and seeing what happens in the next few hours. And I'm super, super excited for that. But guys, that is your DCX Academy. The world is going digital. We are very, very aware of that already. So guys, drop a DCX into the chat box. Definitely my favorite if you guys didn't get it. Super, super passionate about it. But I am definitely a walking testament of how this can help you on a daily basis. So when I came into this opportunity, one of the questions that I asked, and I've heard many, many people ask this question as well, is how do I make the money? Like, how does the money grow, right? And at the moment, in the wealthier world, we have what we call a 90-day challenge. And essentially what it is we are all trading together for 90 days. We have 2 of our leaders who are giving us trades and teaching us about risk management and how to purchase NFTs and basically putting the money in our pockets for 90 days in order to ensure that we are getting the best start of the year. Because I don't know about you guys, but Christmas can be a little bit tough on the wallet, right? So therefore we said, okay, at the beginning of the year, we are now able to get people to learn how to make the money to get the best results. So guys, this is called the compound calculator. And it essentially shows you how to grow your money yourself. So we all started with £200 or $200. We're going to grow our account at 5% for 90 days, and we are going to have 100% reinvestment. So what does that mean? That means, right, that you will not take any money out at that time. Of course, you're entitled to take out, move, whatever you wish to do. You have access to your money. But we say if you keep it in, obviously, you know, the more you have, the more you can make. We can trade on the weekends with DCX, but I'm just going to drop no, just so you can give yourself a little bit of leeway, and then we're going to calculate now. So in 90 business days, growing our account from £200 by 5% will give us £16,000. So this is amazing, guys, and this is maths, right? This is basic maths. You get your calculator out, 200 times 5%, amazing. But what you get here, guys, is you get the education and the trades in order to make your daily amount. So here we have £10, we have £11, £12, so they're not crazy amounts. And just by looking at that swipe coin scalper, you can see how that can be done, right? You can see how that can be done. And even, guys, if things, you have a few lessons, you don't stick to the rules, we are all human, we may not necessarily stick to what we're always told. Even if we go to just halfway, guys, we are looking at £200 to £2,000. And if we're thinking about the money that I have in my savings account, that is not growing, right? That is not growing at all. We would be lucky at the end of the year to get maybe like £1 interest if you're lucky, right? So I thought, okay, well, I'm going to put in the education, I'm going to place the trades in order to see these results. So this shows you that the possibilities are absolutely endless once you have the education to know how to do it, and more importantly, to know how to manage your risk, right? We know there's an element of risk, but we are very, very big on risk management to show you how to keep that to a minimum, guys. It's absolutely amazing. So guys, I know you have heard from me a lot and you've heard from Barbara, guys, but I would love to introduce an amazing lady on to just tell you a little bit about her story, right? A little bit about her story and how she has found her journey so far. So she goes by the name of Abena. So Abena, I am going to bring you on. Hey Abena, how are you doing?
Hey Jade, I'm well, thank you. Congratulations, Barbara. So my name is
you.
Abena. As Jade mentioned, I've been here for 14 months. So during the pandemic, I was just like Barbara. I was looking for an opportunity, something that will take me away from my 9 to 5 and also additional income because I'm a mom of 2 beautiful children, 6 and 5-year-old. So in my, and I work full-time as well. So prior to the pandemic, I was traveling 2 hours back to work and then 2 hours back from work to home. I didn't have time for my children because I had to put them to after school club and always rushing back from work and, you know, didn't have any time. So coming in here has really helped me to understand that I can have that time freedom because I didn't understand what time freedom was because as much as I wanted to enjoy my children, I didn't have that time to enjoy them. So being here, since I've been here, I've been able to buy my home, which is amazing. And also one of the strategies that I like almost all the strategies, but at the moment, my concentration is on the Gold Cup strategy. So the reason why I like that strategy is because of the simplicity of that strategy. All I need is an app. Basically, I've downloaded the app. It gives me signal notification of when to take this the trade. It gives me all the parameters that I need. All I need to do is put the parameters into my MetaTrader 4. That is the platform in which we trade on. And then I just leave and I can get on with my 9 to 5. So that is the amazing thing for me. And I'm just glad that I'm here and also came across this. There's someone, amazing lady called Grace introduced me to this amazing family. So I'm just happy to be here. Thank you, Jade.
Absolutely amazing. Guys, drop some A's into the chat box. Abena joined and she was on a roll. She was like, okay, how do I start making the money? Like, I'm ready to go. I really want to make this work. I really want to spend some time with my children. And I have seen this lady grow so much in herself, in her bank account, of course, but just so confidently that now she is able to know that she has something to fall back on, right? Despite everything that went through the pandemic, despite her boss not being the nicest, like all of these things going on, she knows that she has something to fall back on to support her in this space. So Abena, I'm super, super proud of you. I am excited to come and visit you in your new place, right? That is definitely pending. And I'm so proud of the journey that you have done so far. And I know that this is definitely just the beginning, right? There's a common theme. A lot of us clearly do not like work, right? And this is the thing. Some people love their job and that is perfectly fine. Others might want to sack their boss and that is also fine, but it's just a way to get more money, because when you have more money, you most definitely have more choices, right? So I know you guys are sitting here and thinking, okay, how do I join? Like what happens? Like, how did Barbara take the next step? So I'm going to show you just what it takes in order to get into this space, right? And it does start with an investment in yourself. But honestly, guys, when I first saw the price, I was like, yeah, you got to be kidding me, right? You've absolutely got to be kidding me, because the DCX, HFX, and FRX, which is what Abena just mentioned, right, are actually on sale at the moment. And this is when I believe that timing is truly divine. So for your first payment, guys, it's £184.95, which is roughly £130, right? £130. And this is for 20 days access to everything I've shown you today, plus more, because we would definitely be here all day, right? And then if you wish to continue, right, there is no contract, you're not tied in at all. But if you wish to continue, if you're seeing the amazing results, then you can continue at a reduced cost of £174.95, roughly £120, right? Absolutely amazing. When I first got in, guys, and I thought, oh, it's money, not really sure about that. When I worked it out, I definitely spent more at dinner, right? I spent more at dinner. I used to spend money all the time that I didn't really realize. So then I just worked out my budget. But then, guys, it gets better because there's actually a way that you can get it for free. There's actually a way that you can get it for free because we have a scholarship. And what I loved about the scholarship is because we understand that this is for your everyday person. And sometimes your everyday person may not have the means. So what we say is, if you know two people who also want to start investing, start to become a business owner, then you will be eligible for a scholarship when they join Wealth Your World, and now your education is free. So now you're earning and learning for free and impacting other people's lives as well. And it's such amazing to be part of this community. And Barbara, I know you settled in, I know you started to make friends in this space as well. So Barbara, tell me a little bit about how you found the Wealth Your World community and how it's helped you on your journey so far.
So first of all, we've talked about multiple streams of income. So that HFX has given me the opportunity to have that multiple stream of income. And then also the support, the education, the mentorship from you, Jade, the support from Abena, the support from Pastor Victor, Shola. It's just been amazing. The mindset calls are very good. There's a lot of mindset calls that we have on mental transformation and growth and how to attract wealth and grow. And then we have the prayer calls, which are also amazing. The platform has loads of Christians. So I feel safe being there. You know, it feels like family, you know, they're there to hold your hands. You're not just left at the deep end. So those are the kind of benefits that I've obtained since I've joined the Wealth Your World. And yeah, it's been good so far. It's been an amazing journey for me.
Absolutely, absolutely. And that was one of the things, is that I had never been in a space where there were so many other people winning, right? Or so many other people that were uplifting you to win. And we know what happens. We know life happens, and sometimes we feel a little bit down, and sometimes we're like, oh, I can't be asked, or I can't be bothered, and we all go through that. But being in the Wealth Your World space, all you need to do is open up your phone and someone's going to send an encouraging message, right? And the mentorship is second to none. My mentor Tosin is on this call, and she is there to answer my questions or to help me out, whatever it is. And it's really great to just be surrounded by people who want to win, right? There is no negativity, there is just pushing each other to get to the best results. And mindset was a really, really big one for me, because when I joined this space, I wasn't necessarily in the right frame of mind, right? I was going through a lot, but I realized that I needed to change my circumstances. I realized that I needed to change my situation. And coming into this space, guys, honestly, you wouldn't have caught me dead on Zoom talking in front of people. That was not a thing, right? That was not a thing. As much as I was passionate, as much as I wanted to empower people, as much as I loved the people, and I did, that was my job. When it came to me being in the spotlight, I definitely shied away. So being in Wealth Your World, it's really helped me to come out of my shell. I've seen Abena come out of her shell. I've seen Barbara come out of her shell. Guys, drop some B's in the chat for Barbara, because when I first spoke to her about this, she was like, oh, I'm not sure, like I don't really think, I'm not sure. But hasn't she done such an amazing job? I am so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. And I know this is literally just the beginning, guys. But one thing that really keeps you grounded in this space and really helps you to make the decision is to think about your goals, think about the possibilities, right? Before we get into this space, we had goals, but for some reason they get put to the back of your mind, right? Drop a 1 in the chat box if you had a goal, but you didn't really know how you were going to hit it, so you just forget about it, right? You're just like, yeah, that's a nice to have. I speak to my mum all the time, and she always said, oh, I wish I did that, or I wanted to do this, and it's because lack of money or lack of time or lack of skill or whatever it may be. And all of these things, we put all these obstacles in front of our goals. But one thing that I've really learned is, if we believe that we can do it, honestly, we can do it. There are so many resources out there. The richest man of the world didn't just randomly wake up as the richest man of the world. He had a goal. He had a dream that he was going to be able to launch businesses to get there. The people that created Henry Ford, he said he was going to create a car. Like, what people must have thought, no, you're absolutely crazy, right? But he stuck to it and he was able to do it. So there's so many things that you are able to do once you put your mind to it, but you really need to understand that the way the society works is that we do need a vehicle. We do need something in order to leverage us to that goal. If it's money that you need, then this is a great opportunity because you're able to do it. If it's time you need, then find something that is going to give you the time freedom. Also, what we have here, guys, but we need to understand that we can't always get to our destination alone, right? We can't always get to our destination based on hope or based on prayers. We need to take the action in order to get to results. And yes, there may be obstacles, of course there are, but nothing comes to us easy. Because if things came to us easily, honestly, we would all be millionaires, we would all be successful, we would all have all the things that we want in life. But sometimes we need to take a different route. They say that the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. And there was a time where I thought, how long am I going to sit in this job and expect for something to change? How long am I going to be in this mindset and expect for me to become the person that I want to be, right? So it's super important to understand that there will be challenges, there will be hurdles, but once you get over them, once you get to where you want to get to, it is so much greater. If you look back at where you've come through in life and really look at the things that you have overcome, it only shows the strength that you have in yourself, right? We have all overcome things in our life, no matter what it means or what, however small you think it is, we are all overcomers, right? And that's what it's show me in this space is, yes, we're doing something different. Yes, we're taking a plunge. Yes, we may have to put out some money, but the results are so much bigger, right? And your environment, the people that you surround yourself with are gonna help you on this. Being surrounded by people that lift you up, being surrounded by people that say, no matter what your goal is, yes, I support you, it's really going to help you get that one step further. You don't want to be around doubt. You don't want to be around naysayers. You don't want to be around people that are pessimistic. So really check your circle and your environment, and maybe you can be the person that stimulates that. Maybe you can be the person that spreads positivity around as well. But Barbara, I am so proud of you, and I really want to celebrate you today, guys. And what I want to do, right, and this is something that doesn't happen often, right? This is something that I really want to do because Barbara is super, super close to my heart, and I really, really want to see her win. But we are in a position of giving, right? We are in February. It is the month of love, guys. So I'm going to love on you guys. I'm going to give you something a little bit special. And what I'm going to do for you guys is anyone who joins the Wealthier World family, they are going to be eligible for $100 cash back. Right? $100 cash back. This is going to be for your crypto wallet or your trading account or whatever it is in order to reinvest, guys. Remember, we are using money to reinvest money. So once you join the family, guys, and the only way to do that is get your unique link from Barbara, right? She is definitely your plug. She is definitely the person you need to know. Once you get into this family, you'll be connected with myself. You'll be connected with Abena. You'll be connected with Pastor Victor. We will help you on your journey. We will give you a plan. And once the cancellation period is over, guys, you will receive $100 cash back, right? So guys, this is something big, but I really want Barbara to win. I really want you guys to win. And I also want to say thank you for sticking with us and really listening to this information, right? It's absolutely amazing. It's changed my life, and I want nothing but the best for all of you guys as well. So with that being said, Barbara, do you have anything that you want to add or you want to say to your guests as we wrap up this call?
I want to say that I have grown so much joining the Wealthier World, joining the I Am Academy, the kind of information that I've gotten, the understanding, the growth, knowing how the foreign exchange market works, knowing how the market flows, knowing when to take trades, when not to take trades, how to maximize my time, how to multiply my income. It's been amazing. Like I mentioned earlier, the mindset course has been great. It's one of the things that I like about the Wealthier World. The mentorship, Jade, you have held my hands from day one. Pastor Victor has been there right by my side. the education is just, you know, the quality of information on there on how to trade, you know, it's very good. And I would say it's a great platform to be on, and I see myself sticking with it for the long term.
Amazing, amazing. So thank you so much, guys, for joining, for helping me celebrate this amazing, amazing woman. I know this is just the beginning. I know this is not going to be the last you're going to see of her and hear of her journey, but congratulations for staying with us and listening to this information. I want to take this opportunity to welcome you into the Wealth Your Wealth family, and we look forward to seeing you really, really, really soon. If you have any questions at all, reach out to Barbara. We can do a call. That is perfectly fine. And I will see you guys so soon. So have an amazing evening. Take care of yourself. Bye.
Bye.